people will be less upset if it's more predictable, and then they know that they can count on you being there, and they know that they can see you. Lauren.
Yes.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm fantastic. How are you?
Thanks for calling us. What are you calling about?
So I have started my own business, and I run multiple venues, but I just started taking over. I have about 3 venues right now, and I started this on August 1st. And my original venue, that was kind of my home base, a lot of my employees are starting to get jealous whenever I leave and go to another venue. Or if I tell them, hey, I have to be here on this day, they kind of get upset. They're like, oh, well, you're never here anymore, which is definitely not true. I just understand that I'm not here as much.
Yeah.
But I was just wondering, how do I handle people kind of getting upset when I can't be at one venue all the time? I have to split my time now.
Yeah, that makes sense. What does your business do?
So right now, my business, I pretty much become the GM of, like right now I have one restaurant bar, one bar, and then one event space, which is like one big outdoor 3-acre lot. So just depending on whatever days I have events going on at the lot, sometimes I'm there depending on how busy the night's going to be. Per bar, I have to flip-flop. Some days I'm just between both bars on multiple or on the same day. Like today, I'm at one bar right now. I'll go to the other one in 15 minutes, and then I'll come back here to get everybody set up for their private rental, and then I'll go back to the other one to.
Okay, got it. So you run like an events company where you have events at multiple venues, and you're kind of bopping in between them depending on what's booked when and where. Does that make sense? Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So, and how many employees do you have?
So I don't have any, or I have 25 security employees because they'll work security at events. But when it comes to the actual bars, the bars employ their employees. But I am in charge of hiring, firing, maintaining, doing all the product purchasing, and that sort of thing. They privately contract me to do those things.
Okay, so you have more than an events company. You have a management company where you're managing the venue for the owner, and you're hiring and firing waitresses and bus boys and girls and that kind of thing. Is that right? Bartenders?
Yeah.
Okay, got it. So that's an interesting question. One is just congratulations that you're running your own company and that it's clearly thriving by virtue of how busy you are. So that's awesome. Do you feel good about that?
I do. It's been crazy to adjust to, but I love it.
That's awesome. I would say in terms of people being jealous, that feels kind of nice that you're wanted and people miss you when you're not there. So take that for what it's worth, which is people like having you around, and you should feel really great about that. I think that one thing you could do to just kind of minimize the thrash of you moving between all the places and all the different companies or the constituents is maybe give people a sense of what your schedule looks like every week, where you could say, hey, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I'm going to be at this place in the morning and this place in the afternoon and this place at night. Thursday, Friday, it's going to look like this, or whatever your schedule looks like, because I think people will be less upset if it's more predictable, and then they know that they can count on you being there, and they know that they can see you. Have you tried something like that?
I have a little whiteboard that says Monday. It says my location for each day. I think a lot of it. Let's see here. Like last Friday, I was at this venue that I'm at right now, and I got a phone call that a refrigerator caught on fire at the other venue. So I had to leave and rush over there, and when I came back later in the night, they were like, you spent all night over there. You were supposed to be over here with us. I told them, I'm sorry, I had to go handle a fire.
Yeah, they should understand. Honestly, I think that people should understand. They should be happy for you. They should be grateful for, when you are around and you're engaged. And, I think obviously you're doing all you can. So, what I would say is, I don't know if they're jealous so much. Maybe they just miss you and they like having you around. And what you could do is, I tend to feel like when people are busy, or you give people a project or you give them something to do, it makes it feel like you're close even when you're not. And then I think you would you really just shouldn't play into it. I wouldn't like spend all your time being like, oh, I know, I'm so sorry. I wouldn't apologize. It's your job that you have to be at all these places. So I would like kind of nip it in the bud, make sure your teams are really busy, make them feel loved and supported whenever and however you can, and then just don't spend all your time apologizing for having to be somewhere else. They should want you to be somewhere else because it means you're being successful.
Okay.
Is that helpful?
Thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that. Yeah. Do you think it would be a good idea? I just bought my first house, which I'm really excited about,
Congrats.
but I wanted to do a big dinner party and kind of unite all the staff from
That's a
different
great idea.
locations to kind of. Okay, I was like, do you think that will create more conflict, or do you think it will give them an idea of who all I love working with?
It should not create conflict. And if it does create conflict, then you really don't want those people working for you. So, I think that what you should do is stop even giving this an inch of time or thought or headspace in your head. Have a dinner party, tell people thank you, say how much you love working with them, share parts of one another like, hey, this team is awesome at this, and this group is awesome at that. And that way they get to know one another and they can connect with one another, and it'll be awesome.
Cool. Well, thanks so much. I really enjoyed talking to you.
You too. Have a great day. Let's go. I'm never going to have a better call than this. Hello.
Oh my gosh, I got
You got back. You cannot be a pushover. Nobody is going to respect you. We got to get going on that. Be comfortable when you're sick, stats creep. You're also stunting your life. I don't know if that was helpful.